My name is Mike Aaron. I am a junior student athlete here, and I play on the golf team. I'm from Gorham, Maine. I'm majoring in business sports management. I'm here this evening to introduce Jamie Smyth, who will be presenting former student athlete Joe Manganaro for induction into the St. Joseph's College Athletics Hall of Fame. Please welcome Jamie Smyth.
Just started thinking as I was walking up here that Michael's a junior for our golf team currently, one of the best golfers that I've coached, inducting Joe, one of the best golfers that I've ever coached at St. Joe's as well. They're both from Gorham, Maine, which is where I'm from, and I must have missed the how to be good at golf memo from Gorham, because I certainly don't have it. Would first like to start by congratulating the other inductees on this great night. Steve, Billy, and Coach Doyle were individuals that I was lucky enough to see in action, and I am glad that they are receiving their special honor tonight. Tonight I have the pleasure of inducting the first ever golfer into the St. Joseph's College Hall of Fame. I remember the first time I met Joe was at Gorham Country Club. He was 14 and I was 26. He was a hot shot golfer for the Gorham High School golf team, and I was a member at Gorham Country Club at the time. And I just remember, not sure what initially developed this, but I just would always challenge Joe, and we would have countless putting contests together if I was up there at night and his team was up there practicing, and just something small, but I do remember those days, and you know, I think we used to play for a soda or something like that, and I can honestly say that I always left the golf course thirsty. Gorham High School won the state championship in Joe's junior year, and he captured the individual state championship his senior year, shooting 72. After a decorated high school career and 2 years of college down south, Mango transferred to St. Joe's in 2003. In 2003, he played under the guidance of Coach McDevitt in his first year, and had the second lowest scoring average for a single season of all time of 73.3, which is, for people that know or don't know golf, 73 for a scoring average is really impressive, something that you don't see at this level very often. That year, Joe finished in the top 10 in 9 of the 10 events that he had played in that season. Perhaps his greatest feat in 2003 was shooting a 73 the second day of the NEIGA tournament down in Cape Cod. And this is typically a tournament that culminates the season for the golf team. It's the largest collegiate golf tournament in the country, and it usually encompasses between 35 and 40 colleges in the Northeast, Division I, II, and III. On that particular day, Joe shot 73, and he was the second lowest participant for the day out of 218 collective golfers. To give you an idea of how tough the conditions were on that day that he shot 73, his teammates for St. Joe's shot 99, 101, and 96. I got a quote to share from Coach McDevitt, who, like I mentioned earlier, had coached Joe in 2003. Coach McDevitt was nice enough to really jack up the font on this so I can. I'm so pleased that Joe is going to be the first golfer to enter the St. Joseph's Hall of Fame. His commitment to the game of golf was second to none. He represented our team with class and was a great role model for our team members. No one loved the game of golf more than Joe, and it showed in the way that he played. Congratulations, Joe. You were a great pleasure to coach, and I look back on those times with fond memories. In 2004, my first year coaching golf, Mango had a scoring average of 75.5 and finished in the top 10 in 8 of 9 events. Our greatest team accomplishment came in the State of Maine Championship, with our team shooting a team score of 295, a record that still stands today as the lowest team score. Joe shot 68 in that event. It is fitting that Joe is the first golfer to enter the Hall of Fame. He is clearly the best golfer to ever wear the royal blue. Every program needs that one individual to give a team identity, that one athlete to challenge the other players on the team and improve and get better. Joe paved the way for many more quality golfers to follow him to St. Joe's and help to build a stronger program year after year. I would like to talk briefly about Joe's character a bit. In my opinion, what really seals the deal for Joe as a Hall of Famer is how he conducted himself on the golf course and represented St. Joe's. I never saw Joe throw a club or use profanity on the golf course, a feat that is impressive for those of us that have played golf before. Joe truly cared about how the team was doing, more so than his individual score, and was a pleasure to coach and interact with on a daily basis. He was extremely humble and never made any teammate feel that he wasn't his equal. After graduation, Joe still played competitive golf for many years in MSGA events as well as the Maine amateur tournaments. He got married 2 years ago to his wife, Nikki, and they are both expecting their first child on November 1st. Speaking from my own personal experience, your golf days will soon be over. At least for the next 18 years or so. I want to close with a quote from legendary golfer Ben Hogan. And the quote is, "As you walk down the fairway of life, you must smell the roses, for you only get to play one round." Hopefully, as things get busy and hectic for you and your family, you take a moment and realize how proud your family, friends, and coaches are to now call you a St. Joseph's College Hall of Famer, for you only get to play one round. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Joe Manganaro into the Hall of Fame.
So I just actually wanted to start off tonight and just by thanking the athletic department here at St. Joseph's College for choosing me as one of the 2015 Hall of Fame inductees. Congratulations to all the other inductees and their accomplishments during their spot into the Hall of Fame. And I thought it was really cool tonight. This is off my little script here, but having the chance to meet Michael tonight and finding out he was from Gorham, now he's at St. Joe's. I hear a lot of good stuff from Jamie about how well he's playing. And records are meant to be broken, so I'm hoping to hear good news before the end of this year or next year. With you shooting 67 or the team coming in under 295 would be awesome. So there's many people here tonight that I need to recognize. Not all of them were able to be here tonight, but I need to make sure I recognize everybody. If it wasn't for these individuals, I wouldn't have accomplished my athletic, academic, and professional goals in life. It all started back in the 6th grade when one of my best friends growing up invited me to play 9 holes at Gorham Country Club. My friend Rick Harmon, if he didn't invite me to play these 9 holes of golf, I don't know if I ever would have been introduced to the game. Rick Harmon was one of my best friends growing up, and if it wasn't for him doing this for me, I don't know, like I said, I don't know if I ever would have been here, and I think he regrets this today. Actually introducing me to the game, because it only took a couple years before I was beating Rick, and he still to date is one of my best friends and lives right down the road from me. Also want to take the opportunity to thank the Martin family, who's not here tonight, but they actually gave me my first set of golf clubs and also my first car. So they were a major part of my life with two huge events going into college, and I couldn't be more thankful to Joe and Kathy. So next there's the golf professionals at Gorham Country Club. From 6th grade through my college years, this was my second home. Every day during my summer breaks, my parents would drop me off at 8 in the morning, and they wouldn't pick me up until dark. Some nights would be even later because of an intense putting contest that had to have a winner. And I think Jamie was definitely there for one or two of those intense putting contests. My friends and I played so much golf one summer. I remember my membership netting down to $1.50 per round. I think it was like 150 rounds or something like that. But obviously to say those were kind of the good old days where there was no responsibilities and I could just kind of do whatever I was allowed to do anyway. So, but thank you to the golf professionals, Nick Glikos, Mark Fogg, Tony Decker, John Conley for the golf lessons, the encouragement, the support throughout my golf career, and also being a positive influence in my life outside of golf. There are too many members at Gorham Country Club that I looked up to and admired to list them all off today. These people know who they are, and I hope that I am as much of a positive influence to young golfers as they were to me. Gorham Country Club is also where I met Coach Smyth for the first time, and who knew he would be my golf coach later in my career. I first met Coach Smyth at a similar time in his life as I am today. I remember seeing him transition into a family man and how much I respected how he went about it. He also gave me the confidence with becoming a leader in my professional career today by teaching me the way to lead the golf team. Even though in high school I was the captain of the team, he taught me the ways of leveraging my captain title to push my teammates. Even though I had many individual successes during my golfing career at St. Joseph's College, one of the most memorable moments was the time the team broke 300 for the first time, and we won the State of Maine Championship at Riverside Municipal Golf Course. Also want to thank Coach McDivitt. When I was going through the process looking at colleges, I told my parents after meeting him, if I stayed in Maine, I would want to play for him. He's a genuine guy, and you could tell he only wanted you to succeed on and off the golf course. So when I decided to transfer from North Carolina back home, St. Joseph's was the one and only decision for me. Going to St. Joseph's College ended up being one of the smartest moves I made in my life. Let's start off with how the business program molded my career path. If it wasn't for the professors, I wouldn't be where I am today in my career. A special thank you goes out to Edward Hellenbach, one of the marketing professors. Mr. Hellenbach and I had our challenges when I first transferred to St. Joseph's College because of the balance of golf and academics. He taught me the lesson of accountability, and I didn't realize how valuable this would be for my career. Teaching me this lesson when he did brought me to be an honor roll student towards the end of my tenure at St. Joseph's College and has been influential in my success as a business professional. I am forever thankful for you pushing me and holding me accountable. While attending St. Joseph's College, I worked at Spring Meadows Golf Club, and I didn't realize how this would change my life forever. During this time, I ended up meeting Nikki, who is my best friend and life partner, but neither of us knew it at the time. We ended up reconnecting about 5 years ago, and the rest is in the history books. She now takes over the role of pushing me to my limits and keeping me accountable. Thank you for carrying our first child, and I'm excited for us to meet her in about a month. You're going to be an amazing mother, and I can't wait to spend the rest of our lives together as a family. Now it's time to thank my number one fans, my family. My mom, dad, brother, and sister were always supportive in my golfing career. They made it a point to attend many golf tournaments as possible, or at least call to say good luck before every event. They didn't just do this with golf, but also supported all my life choices. During my schooling career, my sister went over the top with helping me. Don't tell the academic departments here at St. Joseph's College, but she might have been a little bit more than a little help with a couple essays that I did. I couldn't ask for more loving and supportive parents on and off the golf course. It didn't matter if I finished first or last in a golf tournament, they were always proud of me. Let's be honest, the car ride home was always a lot more fun if I won. We traveled all the way from Maine to Florida to play in golf events, and I'm thankful that they wanted to take the time to give me these memories. They are the most caring and loving people I know. I can only hope that my wife and I can be as great of parents to our daughter, Brielle. As our family grows larger, with my mother-in-law, brother-in-laws, Maggie, nieces, and nephews, I know our family will continue to be there for each other. I know they say when you attend college, you're starting your adult path, but I didn't realize how true this was for me until I started reflecting on my experiences for this speech. Choosing to attend St. Joseph's College provided me with opportunities that would provide me with valuable experiences that I will use in everyday life. Thank you again for all the people I mentioned tonight and for the ones that I missed, as you've all impacted who I am today. The Hall of Fame induction couldn't have came at a better time in my life, just to add to all the other exciting events I will soon experience. Thank you again, and congratulations to all the other inductees.